Alright, welcome back. Okay, so for this particular episode, we're going to be doing two missions. The infiltration and then the liberation of Fouzen.
Here is your mission.
So, we're going to show the Empire what we think of concentration camps. We're going to kick their ass really hard. So, we're going to have to go in really quietly in order to get to our inside guy, who's going to help us, liberate Fouzen. And we're actually going to meet one of my favorite characters in the game, besides Weiss and Ica, of course. Who may be voiced by a familiar voice actor that we've already met a few times. For this first mission, we just need to get the tank to the target destination. Not that hard. Not that difficult. Of course, we're going to be dealing with spotlights, more mortars. The enemy has a few tanks at their disposal, and of course a few lancers. So, and of course we have to go find the ace of this map as well, as usual. Because I'm going for all the aces and I'm going for all A ranks. Ideally. No guarantee on what rank I'll make on the DLC missions, but I'm going to try going for A's. That's my goal here. So of course we have Alicia running the gamut, and Ica will be doing some work as well. I just threw Weiss in there because, he needs to get into the field. And I don't know why I threw Carl in there because Welkin and the tank do not get that damage that much in this mission. I know I keep saying that Weiss is going to do work, Weiss is going to be the hero of the story, and he will, later on. Later on, Weiss is going to be the hero. But right now, it's Alicia and Ica's show. Pretty much it's been their show for most of the game. Especially Alicia. My god, Alicia is a fucking tank.
Let's move carefully here. We don't want to be spotted. My turn, okay? Enemy sighted!
Lieutenant Gunther, you may be able to move unseen using the trolley car.
So here's the gimmick for this stage. Trolley cars.
Fixed, and they can only fit one person, but they may get you behind the enemy.
Very useful. And Alicia is going to use these to the fullest. So up here, we're up on a cliff, and there are a bunch of snipers. So, fun. That would not be very great if I just had her run across the bottom portion of the map. So instead, I'm just going to have her shoot all these guys. Or at least two. You weren't seeing that shit coming. That's what happens when you fuck with Alicia Melchiot. She bakes bread for a living. Remember, it's never a bad thing to shoot guys with little emblems above their heads. Never a bad thing to shoot the red soldiers. Because that's one less CP that the enemy has. And that makes their turns a lot shorter.
Somebody go swat those flies down.
The whole main point of this mission, as I said, is to get the Edelweiss over to the rendezvous point, which is an elevator shaft. Again, the Edelweiss itself is not going to be doing much work besides occasionally mowing down a few Imperials. Besides that, it's more or less an escort mission, and God, Welkin cannot hit anything right now. Oh my goodness. I'm starting to have, Lost Dimension flashbacks again. Ugh. I'm starting to have terrible Lost Dimension flashbacks. Oh, thank God. Thank you, Welkin. Seriously. Sometimes RNG can just be a colossal bitch. Fire Emblem is a way worse a way more obvious example than this. But seriously, it gets ridiculous sometimes in Valkyria Chronicles. Or you can just run them over. That's an option. Doesn't do much damage. But, it's always fun. Hope nobody was in those buildings. Hope no Darksons were in there. Kinda defeats the whole purpose of this mission.
Moving out.
Rosie liked that,
Can't
though.
beat the smell of fresh soil.
Can Alicia hit this guy? Can she do it? Every shot she hit. Love you, Alicia. Fuck the snipers. Alicia's my sharpshooter. She's more reliable and she's got way more AP.
Right, here I go.
Aika's more or less backup for the Edelweiss. In these next two updates, Alicia is gonna prove to be a fucking beast. Just a damn beast. Who just murders tanks and aces and red troops and Imperials in general, just by the droves. I love Alicia. She's great. She is great. And you know, I played a bit of, I've been playing a little bit of Valkyria Chronicles 2. The scouts are not nearly as good as they are here. No. Honestly, Valkyria Chronicles 2, in comparison to Valkyria Chronicles 1, it's not as good. Not really.
Here we go.
I mean, it's a fine game, you know. It's not bad. I mean, it shouldn't have been on the frickin' PSP. That much is for sure. It should have been a PS3 game. That way we would have gotten Valkyria Chronicles 3 over here, but, you know, what can you do? So we're familiar with what mortars do at this point. They're not going to do a terrible amount of damage to the Edelweiss, and the Edelweiss is going to get caught by them because it's a tank, but, you know, not a big deal. And of course, Welkin can't hit it. Can't hit the sniper. Why would he? Again, not an issue. Not an issue. That's not what Welkin's here for. Welkin is simply here to get from point A to point B. But this shock trooper, on the other hand, he's not getting off as easy. Again, I sincerely hope there were no innocent people in those buildings. Because they just got some loud, they just got a hell of an alarm clock. Watch for anti-tank mines, though. And there you go. There's our first light tank. Now, for people who don't abuse the DLC missions, like getting the ZM-Car 8, tanks are a bit of an issue. And honestly, at this point, since I heavily abused the DLC mission to beef up my units, especially Alicia, tanks are nothing. And honestly, Lancer's just kind of more or less lost a spot. Largo's only there to provide a CP. That's about it.
My turn, okay?
Besides his own personal mission, nah. Because Alicia can do what she's about to do right now. And wait for it. And dead. Yeah. The ZM-Car 8. It's a beautiful gun. It's not that hard to get. And it basically turns your scouts into honorary lancers, who can move a lot faster and can cover a lot more ground. It turns them into a damn beast. And here's the really messed up thing. The ZM-Car 8 is not the best gun in the game.
My turn, okay?
No, it is not. Don't worry. I'll show you the best gun in the game later on during the Let's Play. Some of you already know what it is. Let's just keep it a little secret from the people who don't.
This isn't what they told us. They said it was safe here.
So, Alicia's gonna go on her little mission to go hunt the ace, who's positioned up on this little cliff. But we're going to have her take a little break for the rest of this turn. I wonder what the Imperials must think about just seeing a girl wearing a frickin' baker's, like, scarf around her head just destroy a tank with a rifle. Not even an anti-tank rifle, although it may as well be. Just destroying tanks. It's ridiculous. And also, that shock trooper just decided he didn't want to live anymore. He just decided he wanted to die. You can't make these, like, I can't make this up. I literally cannot make this up. Sometimes the game just has a fucking sense of humor. Hey, want to see me kill one of my own units? Boom. Okay. I mean, that's not good for you, but fine, I'll take it. One less CP for me to deal, one less CP for the enemy. And look at this guy. What's he gonna do? Not much. That's the machine guns for. Now Welkin wants to hit these guys. He can't hit snipers, but he can hit people on the ground pretty easy.
Entering combat.
Welkin's just gonna mosey along. It's a bit of a shame that the Edelweiss doesn't have options to make to give it more AP. At least I'm probably unaware of that. I mean, there might be, but to my knowledge, this is about as far as the Edelweiss can go. That one guy just held on. Good on that one shock trooper, I guess.
Nice work. Keep taking them.
The only reason I bring that up is because in Valkyria Chronicles 2, you can actually customize your tank
Entering combat.
to either become like a smaller tank, a heavy tank, or even an APC.
Love nature.
Which, I mean, I've heard that using the lighter tank is probably the better choice because it costs less CP
My turn, okay?
and it can move a lot faster. I don't know. Honestly, whenever I use a tank, I want to go for like pure, just firepower.
Don't even think of dodging.
Speed is the key to mission completion. Target silenced. Head for the next one.
Alicia is just going to plow through all of these guys.
Can't beat the smell of fresh soil.
Good work. Keep it up.
Enemy unit spotted. My turn, okay?
This is more or less Alicia's show, because she's like the most useful unit I have on my team. And there goes Oswald the Iron. We might see him later again. Who knows? Keep an eye on old Oswald. I mean, he's dead right now, but
Moving out.
who knows? You know, RNG being what it is, he might come back. Maybe Alicia just shot to wound. Anyway, there goes another tank. Bye.
You're doing well. Just keep it up.
Those Lancers got me going like, what the fuck just happened? We just lost a tank out of nowhere. This would have made that Largo mission, side mission so much easier. And there goes another Lancer. And another CP gone from the Empire.
Just keep up this pace.
And I think that will do it for Alicia for this turn. They only got 4 CP. Oh man. And they're calling in reinforcements. Not like that's gonna matter, because I'm gonna win the next turn. This one ballsy dude. Yeah, it's minor, alright. That's all he had. Just one shot, and that's it. Seriously, I hope nobody's in those buildings. That'd be very unfortunate.
Entering combat.
And now the rest of the mission is easy as just driving the Edelweiss over to the target position.
Under miner fire.
And the mines don't really matter.
Fire.
Again, those ragdoll physics just get me.
I'm impressed.
It's just a little weird to throw into a relatively serious war game.
Entering combat.
Watch your surroundings.
Entering combat.
And that's the operation. Pretty simple. An A rank and the ace is down.
Operation complete. We're in.
Made a pretty decent chunk of experience and some decent amount of ducats. And we're getting a medal from Princess Cordelia.
Lieutenant Welcome Gunther, step forward. In honor of your manifold accomplishments, you are hereby awarded this honor.
Highness, it's an honor.
The Order of the Holy Shield.
Furthermore, for your squad's exemplary performance...
Also, if you perform well enough, Princess Cordelia will also give you some Royal Galleon weaponry. It's got the Galleon paint job on it. It's not bad. I mean, I don't really use it that much, you know, because ZM Car 8. But the sniper rifle's pretty nice. So why don't we go ahead and check out that new decoration real quick, shall we? The Order of the Holy Shield. If we earned a victory without a single casualty. I'm surprised I didn't earn that one sooner. Now it's time to meet our Inside Man. One of my favorite characters. Not feeling so great to be the racist in the group, huh, Rosie? It's not great, is it?
What the hell is this?
She can smell the racism. There he is.
Zaka?
It's Zaka!
What brings you folks here?
Voiced by Steve Bloom.
How'd you get in?
Welcome.
I already mentioned this in the last episode, but I love Zaka. I always thought it was pronounced Zaka.
Well, you heard right.
Zaka's cool.
Welcome, I'm your guy.
And here's the thing.
Zaka.
That eye is not messed up. He can open it. But he just keeps it closed, like, nearly all the time.
I've got to talk
I don't know why.
stuff with these folks. Would you be a good girl?
Maybe it's just because it looks cool.
Okay, good night.
She's sweet. She your kid's sister?
No. Both their parents died a while back. They were victims of torture.
Torture? That's just horrible.
Listen, we have a lot of work to do. Follow me, let's get started. As you can see, Fouzen's factories are located on the canyon's edge, split between an upper and lower level. There's an armored train that services those factories. It moves on rails built into the upper level, shooting downward.
If it's up there, it's completely out of our range. How do we attack it?
Glad you asked. We take it down with this little wonder. It's a Ragnite bomb. I made it myself. I've been sneaking spare parts from under the Empire's watch for weeks.
Zach is our tech guy.
Guarantee its power.
You think one bomb's gonna blow this thing up?
I'm not proposing we use it on the train. We use it on this.
I get it. We take out the rails. Then the train drops into the canyon from the bridge.
That'll be cool.
Exactly. You can leave the setting of the bomb to me. I want all of you to provide a diversion so I can get in there and attach the package to a strut. Once I've wired...
It's nice to have Steve Bloom voicing a cool guy in this game, as opposed to all the evil guys he's been doing.
Sounds good.
I guess it's only right. He played a racist earlier on in the game, and now he's playing a guy who's the subject of racism.
Questions about the mission then?
Interesting.
No, I got it.
Is there something?
See, he can use that eye.
Forget it.
Oh,
And now it's closed again.
you're wondering if you can trust me because I'm a Darkson, yeah?
Yeah, she's our racist team member. It's cool. We don't really like her.
Tell me something you like.
What?
Something you enjoy. There's got to be something, right?
Singing, I guess. I like to sing. And listen to other folks.
Musician, huh? Nice. I like to sing too. Nothing beats a nice tune and a little stroll.
This music does not fit with this nice little chit-chat.
Anthems can drive a whole country to war. That's the great thing about music. Variety. Every song is different, but it's all good.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, I guess so. So what are you getting at?
He's extending an olive branch.
If you appreciate diversity in music, why hate all the dark
Why you gotta be a racist?
What?
There's plenty of races in the world. Each has its traits, but people are all unique. Just like with music. They've all got their good points. Well, I think so anyway.
To be fair, Zaka, all music has its bad points too. Just like people. Like Rosie. She's a huge racist.
1,000 kinds of beetles in the world, each with its own characteristics.
God, Welkin,
It's the same for us.
come on, man. Every time with the Beatles or with the birds.
Beatles. Wow, that's a new one. I never heard a man compare people to bugs in a good way before.
Get used to it,
I
Zaka.
agree, though.
This is him on the
If
regular.
it's any good. Let's try to make nice.
Really, Rosie?
Okay. The
Despite
operation
seeing
begins
this,
tomorrow at dawn.
you're still gonna be racist?
For combat.
Really? I don't know. The true face of war.
Hey, why the long face? You worried?
Oh, Mr. Zaka. I just can't believe it.
Believe what?
I'd heard stories of the concentration camps. About the harsh labor forced upon detainees. But seeing it happen in person, it just seems too cruel to be true.
Yeah. But this is the truth. The world is no friend of the Darksons. That's the truth of it. And this war has stirred up prejudice in people, so they behave inhumanely. I can sympathize with wanting to look away, but facing the truth makes a person grow.
Hey, another game where we face the truth.
Mr. Zaka.
Where we might reach out to it, one might say.
Let's enjoy life. It's up to us to change other folks' minds.
Yes, you're right. Thank you, Mr. Zaka. As long as we don't stop reaching out.
She even says reaching out.
others will accept us.
Go figure.
Righto.
Another game where Laura Bailey wants to reach out to the truth.
The mission starts at dawn. Make sure you get some rest.
I will. Good night, Mr. Zaka.
So do you just close that eye because it looks cool or because it's bright in that eye? Like, what's your deal here, bro? Oh, well. Alright, now it's time to go ahead and liberate Fouzen. Remember our friend Gregor? You know, the guy who was giving Zaka a hard time in the previous episode? You know, the dickhead. Was being a huge asshole in the concentration camp. You know, the huge asshole from the last mission. Guess who we get to fight? Out of that whole council between Maximilian, Gregor, Jaeger, and Selvaria, who's the biggest asshole? One might say Maximilian, and you might be right, but Gregor is definitely right up there. Jaeger and Selvaria are cool, in that they are slightly human. Jaeger being the most human. So, like Zaka said, he's gonna go plant a bomb, and all we gotta do is just blow it up when the train's on top of it. But it's not gonna be an easy trek. Again, Alicia's gonna do most of the heavy lifting, but Ike is gonna give a little bit of support here and there. Because in order for Zaka to actually plant the bomb on the railway, we have to destroy a footbridge to the northwest. Once we do that, Zaka will be in place to set up the bomb, and then all it's going to take is one bullet to the bomb, and then bam! Mission complete. I had such a hard time trying to place Largo right underneath Rosie. Yeah, well, they're not going to be used in this mission anyway. But the only reason I was trying to move them, like, I was trying to space them out a little bit, was because the first, like, turn, the armored train is going to launch a mortar right on your top of your base. And anybody in that range is going to get hit.
Hey, you think you could do me a favor? Take the northwest bridge down first. Doing that'll block enemy reinforcements and give me a chance to wire up the rail bridge.
Okay, got it. I'll do that if you get the bomb ready to go.
Leave it to me. I've been practicing for today for a good long while.
I've been looking forward to blowing some shit up.
Alright, let's move out. Cut through the enemy and head for the northwest bridge. This is an order! All of you, focus on defense!
Right, here I go. I see one.
Look out for that anti-tank cannon.
Do you still have sufficient ammo?
Bang, bang, baby.
So, as you probably noticed, I heavily abuse the defense orders. And either in this update or the next, you're going to see me use a new order called Caution, which helps to resist crossfire. Which is basically whenever the enemies shoot you while you're not, shoot you while you're on the move. Thankfully, Aika and Alicia both have the resist crossfire potential,
I see one.
which is quite useful.
Watch your surroundings.
So Aika's going to be the one to actually go blow up the bomb whenever Zaka gets it set up. Meanwhile, Alicia has to go deal with that footbridge.
Moving out.
You can't have Alicia steal all the glory. Just most of it.
Try to time your shots carefully.
Again, the Blue Rogues are gonna do some stuff in this game, I promise. I love Skies of Arcadia. There needs to be a sequel, or at least an HD version, on either the on the Nintendo Switch or the friggin' PS4. One of those two.
Oh, hey. Fouzen's lined with industrial lifts. They're designed to transport heavy machinery. Hit the switch and it'll take you to another level.
Here's the gimmick for this stage. Elevators.
If you look on the control panels next to the lifts, you'll find the switch no problem.
All right. Thanks for the tip.
My turn, okay?
So now it's time for Alicia to go ahead and try to face Witch with a tank and a few shock troopers. This is a good reason why I use the all units defend order. This one elite trooper right here is a dick. Because from now on, they're going to use flamethrowers. And not just any regular flamethrowers, they're going to use the fog flamethrowers, the ones that we have. Those, if you don't remember, basically poison your unit and make them constantly lose health while they move. And that's not great. So we may as well capture this base while we're at it. You can't even hear the radio chatter because there's so much freaking gunfire. Meanwhile, back to Ica.
Here I go. We're just getting warmed up. All right, one more time.
I love it whenever double movement procs. It's such a good potential. It's so good. Anyway, before we go ahead and head to the bomb site, Ica's gonna go hunt for our ace in this map. Tavis the Beast. I'm pretty sure I pronounced that correctly. Anyway, he's dead. Not gonna miss one of these guys. Later missions will actually have 2 aces on one map, so keep that in mind. But since I'm a huge coward, I decided to have Ica park herself here just for the remainder of this turn. Because there's a tank and a few shock troopers and a lancer, and I really don't want to try risking her. So I go ahead and give Alicia a little bit of healing to prepare herself for the next turn.
Get some treatment.
Moving out.
And I tried to be sneaky here by using the Rand Greaser to blow up the footbridge, because, you know, grenade. Hey, that might work. But of course it fucking misses and goes into the damn lake. Oh, sometimes this thing is good, sometimes bad. Whatever. The footbridge gets destroyed in the next turn anyway. In our next phase, I should say. And there's Gregor, being a dick.
Listen well. I want every galleon that's fool enough to enter firing range mowed down.
How's that work for you so far?
Show these farmhands the technological superiority of the Imperial forces.
So far you haven't mowed down any of us yet. And all we've done is just use 2 scouts. He can't even hit Alicia. Like, just aim for the sandbag. Or use a mortar. Whatever. Both of these tanks aim for her, and they both miss. This one gets a little closer, though. I think it hit the sandbag. But how strong is that fucking sandbag they can take a tank shell? And here's where the train starts using mortars. Yeah, that's the only one it's gonna get off. Oh, and every time with every enemy phase, the train moves on the railway. And remember, you want to set off the bomb whenever the train is directly above it. Otherwise, you probably just wasted a bomb and you lost a turn. I don't know, because I did it in one shot. I finished this map on this turn.
My turn, okay?
Alicia's gonna go ahead and properly blow up the makeshift bridge with a regular grenade. Goodbye, enemy reinforcements.
The northwest bridge is down. Zaka, it's your turn to get that bomb set.
I'm on it. Won't take a second.
How did you get there so fast without being noticed?
Okay, it's set to blow.
Eh, whatever.
Now it just needs a gunshot to detonate. When it goes off, the whole bridge goes too.
All right, got it.
I wanted to go with a time bomb, but there's no guarantee the armored train would be there.
I see. This way we can wait until the target is where we want it before detonating it.
Cross the central bridge and move up the east bank, and there's a great spot to shoot from. It's all yours now. Good luck getting those fireworks up on time.
So now it's time for Ica to save the day.
What was that explosion? Sir, the Gallian forces appear to have bombed the northwestern route. What? Clever, but not enough. Restore power to the work lifts. I want scouts out there reporting battle status. They can resist all they like. This rail car is impenetrable. I'll enjoy their demise.
Impenetrable, they say. Interesting. Interesting choice of words. So stupidly, friggin' Gregor turns on the elevator for Ica to go up so that she can get in proper sniping position and blow up the damn bridge.
I see one.
Make sure you stay calm.
You think that's enough to stop me?
So as I said, it's not that easy of a trek. Having increased defense definitely makes this map quite a bit easier, because you gotta deal with a few scouts and a tank, as well as a shock trooper, because of course.
Right, here I go.
I was on the edge of my seat whenever I did this particular mission, because Ica's health went down a lot. In the next mission, I show off the caution order, which lowers the crossfire damage. But I got lucky this time around. But even with the caution order, you're not guaranteed to like survive every encounter. The only reason I probably survived as much as I did was because I over-leveled my scouts to max.
No problem, boss.
But, you know, this is war. I'm playing to win. Speaking of which, bye-bye, Gregor. And there you go, operation complete. Now, what was that about an impenetrable rail car?
What? Status report. What's happening out there?
Unknown vibrations detected. It's the bridge. It's collapsing. Ah!
Cowards. Too afraid to face me directly.
Why would we do that?
This tank is the bedrock of the Empire.
It's a train.
Unshakable.
And yet you're shaking.
Invincible!
And there goes Gregor. So I think Fouzen has been properly liberated. We got to blow up a train. That's fun. And we made a cool new friend named Zaka.
So long, Gregor.
Yes, we dropped the armored train.
Zaka seems pretty pleased.
Lieutenant, there's an emergency.
Uh-oh.
Imperial soldiers are fleeing the city. They've set fire to the Darkson concentration camp.
Well, you know, that's just not great.
Barracks are in flames. Get over there, now!
You know,
What? No!
there's being a sore loser, and then there's just being a fucking dick. This crosses both those lines. Oh, but hey, we got a new gun. And we probably got some new stuff from Cordelia to have when we get back to headquarters. Liberation Eternal. Yeah, those Imperials are motherfuckers. Those guys are dicks.
Why murder everyone? They forced everyone to go into this building, then set it on fire. For what?
It's really hard to sympathize with the Empire now.
She was just a kid. Somebody tell me who did
A
this.
bunch of racists, Rosie.
Tear their stinking heads
A
off.
bunch of racists did this.
Revenge. That's what?
Fight fire with fire. An eye for an eye. Didn't enough people die today?
Zach has got a good point.
Even if our traditions lead us to death at the hands of others, we don't respond with violence. When we die for peace. That is how the Darkson live their lives.
Now those lives are gone. Forever.
But why?
I could hate them, maybe even kill them, but that wouldn't bring those people back. All I can really do is try to survive and help the ones who are still here.
Everyone's surprised that Rosie's actually helping, despite being the hugest racist in our army.
Thank you.
But hey, good on you, Rosie. Good on you.
There could be other
Baby
survivors.
steps, people. Baby
Everybody,
steps.
Help us look.
A new comrade, and I bet I know who it is. It's Gregor's corpse. Welcome aboard.
Thanks in part to Squad 7's efforts, militia forces reclaimed the city of Fouzen. Returning from battle, the squad's members enjoyed a brief and well-deserved respite.
I was walking across base just now, and the guys from Squad 2 stopped me. They said everybody felt like we got Fouzen back because of us Sevens.
Well, of course, because we're awesome.
Yeah, we took down that train after all. I want to.
No, you did not. You didn't take down a train. Aika and Alicia did. Also Zaka. Zaka, sorry.
Detainees have either stayed on in Fouzen or evacuated to Rangrease.
Oh, well, I hope they're all doing well now.
Speaking of doing well, look who cleans up nicely.
Yo.
Mr. Zach.
Zach is awesome. He's also a member of our team now.
Wait, that uniform.
Awesome.
Oh, this? As of today, I'm a Gallian militiaman, same as you.
Hooray!
They put me in your squad, so we'll be seeing a lot of each other.
Wait, just a. Can you even fight? What was all that about living the Darkson way?
Yeah, what was about that?
Don't sweat the details.
Who cares about our traditions? Fuck them.
Experience as a tank commander.
And hey,
My ride's on the smaller side.
we get to field another tank. So remember when I said, I wish the Edelweiss could go a little bit faster? Guess what? Zach has got us covered.
See for myself.
With his little tank, the Shamrock. Which is really cool.
Didn't get to talk much, but
I like Zaka.
you know?
See, Welkin's more for dealing with anti-tank and dealing with infantry and stuff like that. Zaka really hits the infantry hard.
Anyhow, I'm excited
Because
to
his
join the
tank,
team.
spoiler alert, can later be equipped with a flamethrower, which just devastates Imperial infantry. Oh, it's awesome. We don't get it just yet. But Zaka's gonna be awesome. I like Zaka. And hey, we got a new skirmish map added. We'll be doing that in the next update.
Everybody gather round. I've got our orders. The target is on Gallia's northern coast. The enemy's entrenched along the shore, flanking the industrial region up north. Squad 7 has been given one of their camps at Marbury to suppress.
So, are any of you familiar with D-Day, or perhaps, or otherwise known as the invasion of Omaha Beach? Because that's basically what we're going to be doing next.
As you approach the cliffs, the beach
If you saw Saving Private Ryan, it's basically like that. We're going to be running up a beachhead while getting the shit shot out of us by artillery.
They've lined the cliffside with gunnery to combat incoming foot soldiers.
So it's going to be a fun mission. One that Alicia is going to break over her knee.
Boss, I may be catty, but I ain't got 9 lives here.
Stop your complaining. We're soldiers, Rosie. Ain't no such thing as a safe mission. Dangerous or not, it's our job to get the job done as best we can.
You don't gotta... I know that, all right?
You're right. If we just charge in, you'll be facing a hailstorm of bullets.
I mean, I won't, because I'll be in a tank, but, you know, good luck.
Crazy plans?
Sorry, but I don't have any silver bullets for this.
We're not fighting werewolves, Welkin.
What we need is some way to blind the enemy while we advance.
A way to blind them.
As usual, Isara is our genius, and has an awesome idea of how to get us through that hailstorm of bullets.
Let's stay positive about this. Tomorrow's the Feast of All Spirits.
AKA Christmas.
Combat
More or
on the
less.
feast, huh? We sure got some kind of luck, don't we?
Well, getting down about it now won't help anything. Let's just do what we can.
If we could. They may not need 9 lives.
Somebody said tomorrow's the feast, right?
Yeah, Alicia did.
I forgot all about it this year.
Hey now!
It's
you guys even know
more or
the
less
reason for this
Christmas,
holiday?
I guess?
Reason? It's the day you give presents to the guy you
Or
like.
Valentine's Day?
Yes.
I don't know.
The Feast of All Spirits is the day all the spirits in Gallia share their love.
Oh, okay.
They say the practice of giving gifts to those you love came from that belief.
Well, that's sweet.
Back in the day, people gave presents to everyone important to them, not just lovers.
Aw.
Bingo! Give the man a prize. For a big grizzly bear, you sure know
I
your
thought
stuff.
Largo would be the grizzly bear.
How gracious of you to say. Though I like to think I'm more of a teddy bear.
Oh. Zach is cool.
Largo, Rosie, may I have a moment?
Sure. I'm surprised to see you in the lounge. What's up?
Would you accept these gifts?
This is from before.
These dolls are Darks and good luck charms. I wanted to give them to you and Rosie.
Aw, that's sweet.
Why to us?
I've always wanted to be your friend. From the first day.
Aw, that's sweet of you, Sarah.
We may have had our share of disagreements, but you've helped me more than I can say. I'd like to use the feast as an opportunity to grow a little closer to both of you.
I see. You know, seeing Fouzen gave me a lot to think about.
Yeah.
Plus,
It wasn't great.
You know, I've been wanting to talk to you for a while now, too.
Aw, Largo's got the blushy blushes.
So young, you got some perspective. Still a little bullheaded, though. Thanks for the lucky charm. And for coming out here, Isara.
Aw.
luck.
If you want a teddy bear, that's a teddy bear of a man right there.
I can't take it.
Okay.
Rosie, you ain't a kid here. Quit being so damn stubborn already.
You shut it. Look, I got no need for presents from dark hairs, okay?
Come on! Seriously! You saw a charred child's corpse! What does it take for you to drop this?
Yeah, I think I'm...
I agree, Zaka. Takes a lot to get used to her. I'm not even used to her.
I know you've been wanting to apologize. Just out and say it already, damn it.
She's not showing it very well.
Shut up, I know, okay? I know, but I can't just change overnight. I'm not that big a person.
At least she admits it. At least she admits she's not a great person. I guess that makes up for it? I don't know.
It's just too open. We need some kind of plan.
Welcome.
Whoa.
What happened to you? You're covered in dirt, Alicia.
Yeah. Funny story about that. Anyway, I've got something I want to show you. Come see. Look real close at my hands.
It's Philemon from Persona. He's right there.
You found a modeled vagabond. They're migratory butterflies, but they shouldn't be in Gallia at this time of year.
How come that thing is not flying all around his office?
Pretty rare then?
They call it a vagabond because it never stays in one place. They're hard to find. I've tried to hunt one down more than once before, but I never had any luck.
And she got it on the first shot.
Then you like it?
That's Alicia for you. When she puts her mind to something, she'll get it done.
But
That's why she's my
tell me
ace.
How you found it? I'm amazed.
Me and Hans caught it.
With an assist from the peg. Nice job.
You and Hans? Wait, is all that dirt?
I've never been bug hunting before. I got a little mud plastered. I mean, tomorrow's the Feast of All Spirits. I wanted to get you something you'd like.
Aw, that's sweet.
I brainstormed on what you might like best, and this is what I finally came up with.
Wow. Thank you.
No pressure, Welkin.
Not the most romantic gift ever, but it seemed right for you.
I think a butterfly is pretty romantic.
You went to all that trouble for me? Thank you, Alicia. I'm happy I got to see such a rare specimen, but I'm even happier at the sentiment.
Aw, this is so sweet.
Really?
Yeah. Thank you.
Welkin? They say if you give a present to the guy you like on the feast, things will go well for you. I hope things go well for the two of us. I mean...
Aw.
Huh?
She's got the blushy blushes.
Me too.
And now so does Welkin. Aw. It's nice to see that Welkin isn't your stereotypical shonen hero who is so frickin' dense.
Isara, I don't think Rosie really meant to hurt you.
Are you sure?
No, I know that, Mr. Zaka. But I do wonder if dreams of a future in which we're all equal will only bring pain.
No, don't get impatient on me. Getting close to somebody takes time, Isara.
That's true.
People don't just change overnight. That said, nothing in this world doesn't change.
Yes, I know. Even if slowly, change will happen.
Exactly. So don't let it get you down. She's just worked up over tomorrow's operation.
I mean, I would be too if I was dodging bullets
Oh, that's
on a
right.
frickin'
I need to
beach.
speak with Welks about the plan.
Maybe if you hit him with a volleyball.
You come up with a solution for those guns?
If we modify something I've been developing, it may provide our ground troops protection. I'll go speak with Welks about it now. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Bye? Hey, Isara. And she's gone. Those two really are siblings. They get into something and they're in their own world.
Alright, it's time to see what Isara came up with. So how do you, like, make Omaha Beach easier?
Plan today?
Well, Isara and I came up with a little something last night.
Speaking of, Isara still isn't here, is she?
Is it just these guys who show up to the meeting? Like, where's the rest of Squad 7?
Late. Welks, it's done.
You finished in time.
Yes, these smoke rounds.
Like, it's more or less just 5 people. 6 if you count Zaka, who's gonna be joining in now.
Smoke rounds?
So yeah, Isara made smoke rounds for the Edelweiss.
They don't do any damage, but they create a smoke screen. If we run through those...
She freaking MacGyver. She could freaking MacGyver anything at this point.
And you just finished them now? So you didn't sleep at all last night, huh?
The Sevens are like my family.
Aww.
Alicia, Rosie, Largo, Mr. Zach.
Even though he just got here.
Little Hans, too. I don't want... None of you can die.
Except for everybody else in Squad 7. They're good. They can die. You guys are cool, though, because you're main characters.
Isara, you...
Nice going, kiddo. With these things, we'll be practically invisible.
They are pretty useful.
Yeah, this battle just got a lot less scary. Thanks, Isara.
Isara Gunther, making the invasion of Omaha Beach less scary. I think she's only 16 and she pulled that shit off. My goodness. Anyway, let's go see if we can learn some new orders from our aged gentleman friend. What does old Quentin Flynn have to say?
Son,
Of course not.
but I can think of
Why
no
would
ways
he
to
have
teach
new
you.
orders for us?
My memory is failing me with age.
Oh well, we're probably doing too well anyway to get new orders.
You can likely find me here.
Again, the RNG is ridiculous sometimes. Sometimes he'll just have no orders to give you for days at a time.
Welkin, bro! I'm stoked you're
Time to
here.
improve our armory.
What can I do you for?
See, now we have the Shamrock to upgrade. But first, let's go ahead and work on some rifles that we're never going to use.
Go, bro! All done.
Again, the ZM-CAR-8 is beyond like leagues beyond any of these. Status effect or not. It's just way better. Like, why would you go to any of these rifles when you have the ZM-CAR-8? Ooh, but enhanced clip size for our machine guns.
Here you go, bro! All done.
That's useful.
Here you go, bro! All done. Here you go, bro! All done.
And hey, our Lancers finally got some mortar shots.
It's done.
So in case you want to make your Lancer anti-infantry, there you go. It's basically a cheaper tank mortar fire, so only 1 CP as opposed to 2. And hey, we got some better sniper rifles.
All set for you, bro. It's done.
These aren't half bad. Again, I barely use snipers. ZM-CAR-8 makes them pretty much obsolete.
It's done. This one's
Aika and Alicia pretty much run circles around any of our snipers. We also got some new flamethrowers.
perfect, bro. All set for you, bro. It's done.
And of course, we gotta up our defense.
All set you, bro. It's done.
This next mission, it's not easy. I mean,
Here you go, bro.
in the next update, I make it look a little easy, but again, I've over-leveled. I freely admit this.
All set for you, bro. It's
Oh,
done.
but hey, the Edelweiss does get a little bit more AP.
All set for you, bro. It's done.
Again, I'm not going to bore you with adjusting the Tetris blocks on the Edelweiss, especially when I don't even use the Edelweiss for a lot. When I get to a mission where I'm going to use the Edelweiss a lot, then I will upgrade it and make it really cool. But for right now,
Here you go, bro. All done.
I think the last big mission the Edelweiss had was the Batamus. And we can also upgrade our Shamrock. It's a smaller tank, but it moves a lot faster. And like I said, this is anti-infantry.
This one's perfect, bro.
And also, Zack is just cool. So, it doesn't have that many upgrade potentials it doesn't have that much upgrade potential right now. But later on, it's gonna be great. It's gonna get a flamethrower, and it's just gonna plow through infantry.
Here you go, bro.
It's gonna be especially useful on a later mission. But for right now, it's okay. It'll get better later on.
Come back again soon, bro. I mean it, man.
Anyway, let's go ahead and meet up with Miss Ellett and read up on some news.
Dropping by to read the writing on the wall? That's a good
No new reports for this update or the next. So yeah, we kicked ass in Fouzen. Operation White Steed. The Valkyria craze sweeps the nation. Now, how disheartening does it have to be if, like, you're starting to worship Valkyries, or if your religion revolves around Valkyries, or you're asking them for salvation, and one of them happens to be working for the fucking Empire, and just knocked a tank shell from your, like, army. Just knocks it out of the way and just says, fuck you. And it just walks away. What does that do for your faith if you're, like, if you're asking the Valkyries for salvation? I imagine it doesn't feel great. Anyway, let's go see what Cordelia has for us.
Lieutenant Welkin Gunther, step forward. In honor of your manifold accomplishments, you are hereby awarded this honor.
Highness, it's an honor.
The Fouzen Service Medal. That's for liberating Fouzen.
For your squad's exemplary performance in the
And of course, we get some new weapons that I'm probably not gonna use.
Thank you, Your Highness.
But it's still appreciated. Get a bunch of new weapons. Got a rifle, got a sniper rifle. We got ourselves a new anti-tank lance, which is not nearly as good as the lances that we have so far, but hey, still nice.
May your allegiance to Gallia stand firm evermore.
Anyway, I'm just going to show off the description of our newest decoration. But besides that, on the next update, we're going to go ahead and take on Marbury Shore. Basically do anime version of D-Day. So, look forward to that. Okay, so until then, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next update.